Hello everyone, myself Kalpana Chaudhary, Department of Chemistry, RBNB College, Srirampur. Today we are going to see the concept of boiling point elevation from the topic solution. Now we know that this boiling point elevation is a colligative property. That is a colligative property. Now we have seen that what is meant by colligative properties. The properties which depends on number of solute particles, but independent on nature of solute particles present in solution. Now let us see, for example, if we consider 1 mole urea that is present in 1 liter water, and also if we consider another solution 1 mole glucose in 1 liter water. Here volumes are same, molality is also same. And if we measure the colligative properties of both this solution, then colligative properties are same. And so this indicates that colligative properties that depends upon number of solute particles. Whatever number of solute particles are present, how many number of ions are present, how many molecules of that solutes are present in the solution, but that is independent on nature of solute particles present in the solution. And here we are going to see the next colligative property, that is boiling point elevation. And in that case, first we should know what is meant by boiling point. What is meant by boiling point? Now to understand the concept of boiling point, we should consider the small experiment. Now consider one container, and in this container I have taken water. Here in this container, what taken? Water taken, and water that acts as a solvent. And this container that is put on a tripod stand, and here burner is also taken. Now we know that at room temperature, vapors of water that moves in upward direction. At room temperature also, that vapors of water escapes and that moves in the upward direction. But here outside the container, pressure is present. Which pressure is present? Atmospheric pressure is present. Atmospheric pressure, and that is near about 1 atmospheric pressure. Now what happens when at room temperature that vapors of water escapes and that moves in the upward direction? This atmospheric pressure opposes these vapors to escape and to move up in the upward direction. And hence here there is competition takes place between these vapors of water and atmospheric pressure. And as soon as if we start heating this water, then what happens? Temperature of water increases. Temperature of water increases, and and due to increase in temperature of water, the molecules of water, its energy increases. Energy of water molecule increases due to the heating, and as energy increases, number of vapors of that water that escapes from the container and that moves in the upward direction. And here what happens at one stage, here vapor pressure is created due to the vapors of water in the container, and then there is competition takes place between atmospheric pressure and vapor pressure. And at one stage what happens, vapor pressure of water that exactly becomes equal to atmospheric pressure, and at that time all the water particles that starts to bubble, and hence the corresponding temperature is nothing but boiling point of water. That is boiling point of water. So what is boiling point? Boiling point means when liquid is heated, then vapor pressure of liquid becomes exactly equal to the atmospheric pressure, that is 1 atmospheric pressure. Then corresponding temperature is called as boiling point of that liquid. This is the concept of boiling point, and here we have to see the next colligative property, that is boiling point elevation. Now let us see how that elevation in boiling point takes place. Very interesting concept we have to see here. Now here we have to consider solution. Here we have to consider solution. Now which solution we have to consider? Solution which contains solute, and solvent, that is solution. And here whatever solvent we have to consider, that is volatile in nature. And here solute particles which we have to add in that solvent, that are non-volatile molecules. And by combination of non-volatile solute into volatile solvent, solution is formed. And here we have to consider the elevation in boiling point, how that is become. Now here what happens when non-volatile solute is added in a pure solvent, for example consider water. Then in open container, if we consider first water solvent, here we have considered first water solvent. Now here we have to add any non-volatile solute into this pure water. And if we have added that non-volatile solute into this water, then it forms solution. Now initially, as only pure water is present in the container, all the surface area of that water that is available for the escaping vapors from the pure water. Now here what happens? We have added here non-volatile solute particles in pure water, and we know that non-volatile particles, they do not undergo vaporization, and hence when non-volatile solute particles are added in the water, then rate of vaporization obviously that decreases, or we can say that here vaporization of water is reduced due to the addition of non-volatile solute. Now we'll see the illustration of this elevation in boiling point by considering the graphical representation. For example, consider vapor pressure on y-axis, and here consider on x-axis temperature in terms of Kelvin. And here one of the line is considered, and that line indicates the atmospheric pressure, and that is nothing but 1 atmospheric pressure. Now here in open container, when water is taken, only water is heated, then vapor pressure of water increases and that becomes equal to 1 atmospheric pressure. That becomes equal to 1 atmospheric pressure. This curve is for pure water. When here in a container pure water is taken, initially at room temperature also vapors from water escapes in the upward direction. But when it is given that water is heated, temperature increases and hence that energy of the water molecules increases, and hence whatever that vapor pressure is created in water, that also increases, and at one point that becomes exactly equal to atmospheric pressure, and the corresponding temperature is nothing but the boiling point of pure water. Consider that as T degree B. Now here degree that indicates the boiling point of pure solvent. Now what happens? We have added non-volatile solute into this water. Now what happens? Due to the addition of non-volatile solute, vapor pressure of water decreases, that is reduced, because that non-volatile solute does not undergo evaporation. But when the solution in which non-volatile solute and pure water is present, if that solution is heated, then that temperature increases. Due to the increase in temperature, that vapor pressure is exerted, but that vapor pressure is now less than the vapor pressure of pure water, and hence here the curve for solution that is lower than the pure water curve. Here this curve is for solution. Now this solution that contains pure water plus non-volatile solute. Now here as temperature increases, the vapor pressure of the solution also becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure, and here the corresponding temperature, this corresponding temperature is nothing but the boiling point of solution. That is the boiling point of solution. Consider this temperature as TB. That TB means boiling point of solution which contains non-volatile solute particles. Now here if we observe this graph, then here this temperature, this corresponding temperature, that means here T degree B, that is the boiling point of pure solvent, that is water. Here TB, that is the boiling point of solution which contains non-volatile solute, and hence here this difference between the boiling point of solution and boiling point of solvent, that is called as elevation in boiling point, and that is indicated by delta TB. And here this delta TB that is given by TB minus T degree TB, that is given by TB minus T degree B. This equation indicates that boiling point of solution is increased due to the addition of non-volatile solute, and here the boiling point of solvent is always less than the boiling point of solution. So here this difference is called as boiling point elevation. Now here one concept is very important. Here what happens, this boiling point increases, but that is due to the addition of solute particles. So we can say that whatever here change in boiling point is observed, that is directly proportional to the concentration of solution, because that depends upon number of solute particles present in the solution. So we can say that here this delta TB, that is elevation in boiling point of solution, that is directly proportional to the concentration of solution. Now we know that concentration is expressed in terms of molality, but here we have to consider the concept of molality. Why molality is considered? because molality is independent on temperature of the solution, and molarity, that is the temperature dependent property. So here we can consider that here delta TB, that is change in boiling point of solution, or that is elevation in boiling point of solution, or that is also rise in boiling point, that is directly proportional to the molality of the solution. That is proportional to the molality of the solution, and hence this equation also we can write as delta TB is equal to Kb into molality of the solution, where this Kb, that is proportionality constant, that is called as molar elevation constant, that is called as molar elevation constant, that is also called as ebullioscopic constant, or that is also called as boiling point elevation constant, that is also called as boiling point elevation constant. Now here we should know the value of Kb, and there is one formula to find out the value of that Kb. Now consider here value for Kb, and that is given by one of the formula. Kb is equal to R, that is gas constant, M1, that is molar mass of pure solvent, into boiling point of solvent its square divided by molar mass of solute into weight of solvent. Now this equation indicates that into its enthalpy of vaporization, that is enthalpy of vaporization of solvent. Now this Kb, that is totally depends upon solvent, and hence here we should know the value of Kb, for water solvent, and that is given by 0.52 Kelvin kilogram per mole. This is the ebullioscopic constant, and that constant value for water is from the equation of Kb, and that is 0.52 Kelvin kilogram per mole, because water is the solvent which is mostly used to prepare the solutions. So we are concerning with the value of Kb for water solvent. Now we know that this delta Tb, that is equal to Kb into M. Now here what is this molality? Molality means number of moles of solute, divided by weight of solvent in kilogram, Now this equation also we can write in simplified manner as delta Tb is equal to Kb into number of moles of solute, that is indicated by the symbol small n2, weight of solvent, that is indicated by the symbol W1, and that is considered in terms of kilogram. Now here we have to solve this equation further to get the value of Kb, or we have to find out the unit of Kb from this formula. Now here delta Tb is equal to Kb into number of moles of solute, that is given by the formula weight of solute divided by molar mass of solute. Here number of moles of solute, that is N2, and this N2 that is given by the value W2, that is weight of solute present in the solution divided by its molar mass, that is M2. Now here we can replace that value of N2 by writing here W2 upon M2 into weight of solvent in terms of kilogram. Now here if we consider this weight in terms of gram, then here we have to multiply it by 1000. We have to multiply by 1000, and hence here delta TB is equal to KB into W2 divided by M2 into W1. This formula can be used to find out value of KB. We can also find out value of W2 if other factors are knowing. Here we can find out molar mass of solute if all other values are knowing, and also we can find out the weight of solvent in the solution if other values are knowing from this formula. Now here we have to see the weight unit of KB. Have to consider unit of KB. Now here let us consider the equation delta TB is equal to KB into M. Now here M means molality, that is nothing but number of moles of solute divided by weight of solvent in kilogram. That means here we can write KB is equal to delta TB divided by M. So here delta TB, that temperature is expressed in terms of Kelvin. Here this molality, that is expressed in terms of per kilogram mole, and hence here the unit of KB we can express as unit of KB, that is given by Kelvin, kilogram per mole. This is the unit of KB. KB means ebullioscopic constant, that is also called as boiling point elevation constant, that is also called as molar elevation constant. And so today we have seen the concept of boiling point elevation, how that boiling point of the solution increases due to the addition of non-volatile solute in pure solvent. Thank you.